Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down.
Oh, scrap that, rip, forever in our hearts. Can only be a go-ahead bus that. So go ahead and release one of their double deckers. Interesting. What have they got in place of it then? Probably another second-hand double decker from somewhere. You would think, anyway. Maybe they just don't need it. Surplus to requirements. They did get a load of second-hand stuff from elsewhere. There's 14-plate single-deckers. Wow! There's 14-plate single-deckers that they brought in. I think the Portsmouth area. First group started getting them, and I think then Go Ahead took them on. I think they came from like the Portsmouth area, or when Portsmouth got new buses. So I've got a funny feeling they might have taken over some of the double deck routes, made them single deck, and now they're starting to scrap the right bus Geminis of that era. I don't know what plate it was. I think the earliest ones of them are probably... There was an 07 plate Go Ahead on a service just behind it. So, yeah, maybe 07 plates are the oldest ones on that. We had Eclipses before that, but they're single decks. Not the Geminis are slightly younger. There you go, I'm a cyclist on a stop. Have a nice day. Thank you. I pride myself in it. I spoke to her the other morning while I was on foot, obviously no camera footage. Cyclist did exactly what I did just there, went blazing down the hill and didn't bother to stop for her when she held a sign out. So I purposely held back and I passed comment, "Fucking idiot, I'm a cyclist and I would stop." So I just proved my point. Double peep to say, do not stand back, I'm coming at a fair rate of knots. Really quick and dirty for you. Yesterday I took the Cannondale on what I call a vibration test. So it's basically finding any kind of nook and crannies you can in the road. I'm testing this fitment for this new light, because this new light that I bought to replace the other one, which was fucked up, seemed a little bit tighter. Now it seemed okay on the vibration tests, however, the vibration test also meant another thing. I left the screw loose in there. As you can see, the screw is no longer there. I heard it drop, I have no idea where it's gone. Therefore, I can't run rear cameras today. Or probably for the next few days. I've just left the cap off that one as well. Oh, I have completely failed today. Yep. Well then, I'll stop failing in a bit. Right, so yes, I have a potentially tight light without a rest on it, but now I have no rear cam, which is fun. I can get a bag of bits for it, I probably will. Yeah, no rear cam for a bit, boys. Yeah, right. Not too much. For now. Our ever-changing beauty hall. Lancom's gone. Has it actually moved? We've got Mac over there now. Oh, Bumble and Bumble's got its own counter. Thought it might do. Yeah, right. Aye. I'm just surveying what's changed. So Bumble and Bumble's up there. Lancom's on the back. Oh, okay. Every day you walk through here, something changes, either down there or up there. I have never been so lost in this damn store. Yeah, right. So one of my colleagues recently failed her driving test. RIP, sorry to hear that. And one of the faults was she was penalised for changing gear, or trying to change gear whilst going uphill. There's reasons behind this. If you have a petrol engine car, petrol engines tend to have most of their power at the top end of the rev scale. So you need to hold the revs in a high position going up the hill so you have all the power readily available. If you change gear, you lose them. And you also lose all the power. Plus, if you go into the wrong gear, you'll be stalling the engine on an incline. And trying to get that shit going again is pretty difficult. So that's the reason you don't do it. Change down a gear, fine. If you realise you're too close. Why you stop there? Go in there. If you realise that you're too close to the bottom end and you can feel the engine sort of gurgling a bit, by all means knock it down a gear and get some revs up. Of course, if you're in a car with a diesel engine, diesel engines tend to have a lot of torque mid-range, so you don't need to rev them as hard. However, you will be penalised no matter what kind of car you're driving. I think instructors tend to employ petrol cars only because they set you up for petrol, and then you can get used to diesel if you want to. But if you have a diesel engine, it's not that big of an issue because you can change gear and you'll end up in the middle and you'll still have a shitload of power. But you'll find instructors will employ petrol engine cars to set you up for petrol engine driving, but you can adapt your driving style to diesel if you wish. Diesel is, yes, it's a heavy oil based, so it's a bit more polluting, but if you drive the right way on a diesel engine, it's actually far more economical than a petrol engine is. And if you use the power right, it's actually a lot cleaner, surprisingly enough. There's this big old witch hunt against diesel engine cars, going, oh, they're killing the environment, they're killing the environment, they're turning the seas green and all that kind of shit. They're only doing that because people are revving the nuts out of them because they're like petrol engines. No, they're not the same. You need to adapt your driving style and calm down a bit, and you will find that your diesel engine will be a lot more economical, you'll get more mileage out of it, it'll be cheaper and a lot less polluting. Just calm down with them. That's all it needs to be. Petrol versus diesel. This section brought to you by Twits on Two Wheels in association with Shell. No, not sponsored. I call this Operation Size and Mass. Get that lot with that in there. Let's go. So firstly, grab that out of there, pop that in it, like that, and then I pop that in there like that. I think I'll stand that can somewhere, maybe not. No, better plan. Let's do that. Slide you in front like that. Yes, then I've got room for you to slide in there. It's actually an improvement on my objective plan. And then do a quick fold on you. Just a quick one. But make it really kind of small. Pop it all the way down there, as far down as you can, and then this, and there, well, kind of like that, a bit of a jut out. Yep, she's in. Operation Size and Mass complete. Alright. Christmas gift card, everybody, come and get it. There's my little PR move done for the day.
Tonight, we're gonna